Hello and welcome to Colgart's Miniatures. Today I'll show you how I made this crashed spaceship for Star Wars Legion. I begin with a sheet of MDF board and foam core for a base. I then pile out all my little bits to see what I can construct this piece with. First I like to see where I want to cut the spaceship to sit it within the foam board and MDF board. I roughly mark out where I want the line to be cut using a hacksaw. With the pieces cut a little bit, I can see where I want to place it. I normally go for the center of the board, as it gives a lot of room to work around. I mark out a section on the foam core for the piece to sit in. This will make it look like it's within the ground. It's always useful to save your offcuts so you can create little elevated pieces and areas to make the piece a little bit more interesting. With the indent cut and the little pieces of elevated areas, I use this sort of embalming tool to make some battle damage effects on the toy. Hot glue works really well for sticking everything down as it's really quick and you can sort of move it a little bit just before it dries. I glue some other bits of spaceships, some other toys I had, and I use modelling clay and polyfiller to merge the foam core and MDF together as well as all the other bits of junk. What's great about using just any old bits of junk, toys, electrical equipment, bits of plastic, you can kit bash them all, these things together, and you can make it look like something. So this could be some kind of fuel extractor from the spaceship. From a comment in a previous video, I was recommended that I should bevel the edges. Now this makes it look better when it's on the table. It doesn't look like a separate piece of terrain. It almost looks like it will blend into your table mat or whatever board you may have. And now it's time for the base. I use PVA glue and sand to create all the textures, and I place a plastic bag underneath to catch any excess that will be tapped off later. Any excess is tapped off, put in the bag, and saved for a later piece of terrain. I start off by using Vallejo white for the grey areas. This will just make it pop a little bit more. Citadel Castellan green for the sort of side bits in the front. They have a lovely selection of these sort of dull browns and reds and burgundy colours. A small bit of highlighting and some details with white and lighter shades of red, just to add some more depth and make the piece look that little bit better. I mostly use Khorne Red for the red little bits of ships and things, as this is probably one of my favourite reds of the Citadel range. Vallejo also do lovely weathering effects like grease and grime. Check out on Amazon or their store for all their different weathering washes. Little bits of dry brushing and highlighting in certain areas. All the little sort of marks I've made into the ship, I paint with a little bit of black just to bring those battle scars out more. For the sand, I use a mix of Vallejo colours. Panzer Aces is a really nice ground colour for sand. I mix it quite heavily with a lot of water and just stipple it all along the base. A few bits of black wash, just some black paint with some water will do, really ties this together. And there we have it. Really happy with how this turned out. I put the little blue sort of Star Wars graffiti on some of the spaceship areas there. Contrasting sort of bright blues, yellows against a grey sort of background will really make those colours shine. And yeah, really happy with how this turned out. All those little green, sort of greasy areas are done there with the Vallejo Grime weathering wash. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please check out the videos on the channel. I will be making some more videos soon. I've just moved to Germany over the lockdown, so things are going a little bit slow on this end. But thank you for watching.